All right, Coach. Kind of failed to get the timely hits today, kind of like yesterday, although you had that big inning yesterday. What did you see out there today from the guys?
Yeah, I thought, Box obviously got hit around a little bit. At least he was, for him, he was in the strike zone more than he has been. A couple of those hits kind of got through that. I think he should only give up 3. That play in center is unexcusable. But then we had a bunch of shots with guys that usually you would want up at the plate and didn't get it done.
Sosnowski just said the team's not living up to its capabilities, and that was part of your message. What's most frustrating about that? Because you see the talent.
Correct. Yeah, I think just having your best at-bats to your best ability in the biggest moments, like that's how you win baseball games. Like the timeliness of the offense, being able to take the plan out there in the big moments, not just when things are going well, and somebody really step up and take a big swing when we needed it.
It looked like the 7th inning had the makings of being a big inning. It looked like it was going to be first and second with no outs. What was the explanation? I guess it was obstruction with Kluska, but what were you talking
runner
about
lane
that?
violation. So they said he was not in the runner's lane down to first. So
Okay.
Is that fair?
They looked at it. I haven't had a chance to look at it. So that's a reviewable play. He has to stay in the runner's lane the whole time until the last step.
Is that called very often? Or?
Not very often, but it's kind of like when you see it in the big leagues. Anytime a guy's going to be out in front of the box, like he's out in front, like he's running inside the runner's lane, he has to get back in. It's kind of almost an unrealistic expectation. I don't think him being in there affect the play, but the rule's the rule.
What were your thoughts on the bullpen, at least from Sosnowski, Victor, and Kramer, to be able to hold the line as much as they did?
They were great, and obviously asking a lot out of all of them. Kind of had each of them on a pitch count and went way farther with Kramer than we actually wanted to, and we just gave up those runs at the end.
Victor okay?
He is, yeah, he's fine. At least as far as when he left the mound, everything was fine.
Kramer just on a pitch count.
Yeah, he
pitched on Friday.
threw Tuesday, 30-something on. We were basically we talked about being at 25 pitches to try to not kill him, and he was almost at 40.
Yeah.
How are you guys trying to work through the inconsistency? Some days you guys are scoring the ball like no other, and then some days it's just you can't show.
Well, I think a lot of things go into that, right? Like who's on the mound, kind of how that matches up, and how you deal with different stuff, and the ability to adjust from pitcher to pitcher as soon as you possibly can. Like that's a skill at the college level, and that's why you've seen our bullpen have some success, right? That you try to get different looks, and it's hard to adjust right away, but you got to do it, or else you get beat.
Why do you think Cade Boxer, he looks like a different pitcher on Tuesday nights versus Sunday afternoons?
I don't. That's what we're trying to figure out right now. Like the slider wasn't as good. Like the velo is as good as it's been all year. He was 93, 95 in the first. Like the stuff looked really good. Gave up a bunch of singles. We got to help him find a way to get some left-handed hitters out.
You mentioned giving up the runs at the end. Chase kind of had a bit of a rough go of it. Just what do you make of his performance?
Well, he was more in the zone this time. We're trying to get him going. Like we need Chase. We believe in Chase, trying to get him going. He was way more in the zone, probably lacking a little finish to some of the stuff, and we got to get him going.
Hard to win on the road, but now you guys are hitting the road. Can you find some comfort in that, in that it takes a little pressure off maybe? Or
I think you're trying to treat it the same way. Like, is it different to go on the road and play for somebody else? And we're just trying to figure out how to play UCF baseball the right way consistently.
Wiley Hartley, is he closer to making a return?
Closer. He's throwing. Love to get him back as soon as possible.
How would you describe Andrews Sunday this weekend?
I thought he took some good swings. Looked probably a little gassed at the end, like it's been a month, and the swing got a little longer, but he should actually shorten it up in his last at-bat. We need him too. Like if we're going to make this thing go at the stretch runs, we're going to need Andrew Sundin, and I'm hoping by Tuesday and as we get into next week, he'll get closer and closer.
Talking about the stretch, what do you guys need to do to close out the season on a high note?
Well, it's pitch, play defense, execute on offense, and be timely on offense. Like that's what it has to be. I thought we defended for the most part at a high level. We pitched in spots at a high level. When we were asked to execute, we did execute, and then we just didn't get timely hits.
Well, as far as the bullpen's concerned, Sosnowski has emerged over the course of the season. Victor Kazera is now getting some time as far as the stretch run in terms of the bullpen, building up that depth.
Yeah, we're going to need them all, and we might have to shuffle, how we use them and when we use them, but we'll figure that out.
That's good.
Appreciate it.
What do you want the team to take with them as they go hit the road in North Florida and Houston?
Well, I told them, this is time to respond. I have no doubt that they're going to respond. They've responded from adversity every time to this point, and that's what I expect them to do.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks,
Safe
Michael.
travels.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.